It's the next morning and we're on a guided tour in Sulkava because every year besides the wooden boats we also have a introduction to the place where we are, and now we are getting to know this Sulkava and its history. So we're starting on the boat tour over here. So we have these two piers over here filled with boats. I'm now with the bigger boats, and over there is the small boats, and then there is Evimaja on the bigger boats. It's a huge one. But a quick tour for these bigger boats. First of all, here is Merimiina. Merimiina is also a Summa boat. It's made in 1975 and it's 11.5 meters long. And yeah, next one is another Summa boat. There's actually pretty much, well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Summa boats in this pier only. And next one over here is Larsson. It's a Summa boat from 1975. It's a big one, that also. Then we have this one Skulla over here from the west coast of Finland. These are quite well-known Finnish wooden sailing boats. It's a bit newer. It's from 1984. And then there's Lempi. Lempi is a classic Summa boat. It's 9 meters long. It's in very pristine shape. And then there's Helena. Helena is a bit older. It's from 1963, and then there's one made of plastic over there. And then there's Tyrsky. You know Tyrsky already. And then there's this Fortuna, the sailing boat, Havsörn model from 1964, and it has this lovely little dinghy over there. Tyrsky also had one of those in the early days, but it has, I believe, rotted out a few decades ago. Maybe one day we'll get a new one, but that is really sweet little boat. And then there's Viking 2 from 1971, and this has or the sister boat of this one has a quite sad history, but and then there's these old fishing boats. This is Satu from 1974. This one has originally been a fishing boat, and it has been transformed into a recreational boat in the 90s. And then there's one visitor from the seas from Kotka. This Ilona boat came from Kotka through the Saimaa canal, and it is also in very good shape. It shines like a piano. It's made in 1977, and it's also made in Summa by brothers Seppälä. And then there's Kaikka. It's pretty much the same size as Tyrsky is. It's from 1976 and it's 11 meters. I believe this is made by Suur-Näkki. Kenen vestämä tää oli tää Kaikka? Suur-Näkki, joo. So it is made by Suur-Näkki, as is also the next one, this Ragata, that is also an old fishing boat, and it has been transformed into recreational use also. And also this Merimiina and Larsson are both made by Suur-Näkki. So that's a short tour for the bigger boats over here, and then we move into the smaller ones. And here's a private spot for this, I don't know what it's called in English, but it's Optimisti Jolla. It's the small sailing dinghy that is it says that it's probably made in the late 70s, and it's 2.3 meters long and 1.15 meters wide, and it has been restored in the recent years, and it's a well sailing dinghy, they say. Yeah. And then there's the next one. Let's go there. So then we continue with the smaller boat. So let's start with this one. This is a Pellinki boat, which is from the eastern Gulf of Finland also. They make this kind of boats in the Porvoo area. These are a bit narrower and a bit more canoe-like boats, when the Summa boats are like big elephants compared to these. These are a bit faster boats and a bit narrower. So, and then this one is made in 1971 and it's 8 meters long. And then we have this Sulka boat over here. It is it doesn't have a year over here, but it's old. It's from 1959. This is a classic Finnish sailing boat also, and you can see there's this flag over there which marks that it's a approved classic Finnish boat. And then here's Luffako. This is the newest boat of the fleet. It was in water for the first time last year, which is 1970, and the captain over there has built it himself, so I have to respect a man who builds his own boats. Yeah, it's 7.5 meters long and it has a V8. And it's a cool boat. Let's see it from the other side. You can see the profile. So there is Luffako. And then there's this smaller boat. I think the sharpest ones of you may recognize it. It spends its winters in the same barn as Tyrsky. So you have seen a glimpse of it earlier. And then there's this Anna. Anna is made in 1996, and it's a relatively new boat, but it's in very pristine shape. So and the varnish is first class. It really shines. And then here is Deinto. You saw it already earlier when we went through Puumala. It is made in 1922, and the owner of the boat has restored it in the recent years. It has been in water for 2 or 3 summers now, and before that it went to the restoration that took something like 10 years, and it was quite costly also, but it was in very bad shape before, but now it's like new. And then we move forward. Here is another self-made boat over here. This Hydrospeed 17, where we have this magazine, Tekniikan Maailma, which is a magazine about everything technical stuff, and they used to have these boat drawings in the 70s, and it has been made by the instructions gotten from the Tekniikan Maailma magazine. It has been made in 1975, and it has a jet propulsion in it. And then here's Helga. It's another Summa boat from 1976, and it's 8.5 meters, and made by Seppälä. Yes, and it's also in quite nice shape. It's pretty much like Tyrsky. It's the hull is made from pine, and the cabin is made of mahogany. And then there's Mörkö. Mörkö is also quite nice looking old boat. And there's the captain with his arm out over there. And Mörkö is made in 1952, and it's 6.4 meters long, and it has a Nissan motor made in 1980. So here's all the smaller boats, and then there's one more left, so let's go check out the Evimaija. So here's Evimaija, and Evimaija is a huge boat. It's 17 meters long, and it's made in 1948, if I remember correctly. It has a huge space inside, and it has all the bells and whistles like saunas and stuff like that inside. So it's a gorgeous and big boat. So now we're on the deck of Evimaija, and you can see that there's a lot of room. Now we're going inside, and then this is basically a house over here. So on the front over there's the sauna over there, and when you see the bedroom, you can see the size of this boat. So it is huge. So you could basically live on a boat like this. And here's the back terrace over here. So here's also a proper kitchen over here, and here's the cockpit over here, and a Scania engine over here, and all the windows. So now, after a few hours, the public event has ended. We had these open hours from noon till 4 o'clock, and we just decided that next year's event will be in Joutseno. So we'll see these guys again there. But yeah, that's pretty much all that I had to show from Puuveneen Vuoksi. And I think I'm gonna wrap this episode right here. And on next episode we will continue this trip. Mia will come to Sulkava tomorrow, and we'll continue probably to Pihlajavesi from here. So we'll see you there next week. So yeah, that's it for this week, and we'll see you then. So bye!